On January 7, 2026, detectives from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office executed a residential search warrant in Florida's Panhandle. The case began 5 months earlier. A single automated cyber tip from Snapchat to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. By the time officers knocked on that door, the evidence was already built. What followed was the receipt, not the investigation.
Give her here. I got her, Bambi. You're gonna come back over here, okay? What's your name?
What is happening?
We're gonna explain it all. Okay. Is there anyone else in the trailer?
No.
Okay. We're gonna explain it all for a moment. Can you just turn around? I'm gonna put you in handcuffs. Okay?
I have dogs. What is happening?
How many dogs?
No, seriously, what is happening?
We will explain it all in just a minute. How many dogs?
7?
7?
Yeah.
In that thing?
Yeah.
Dang, girl.
Well, because we're trying to get rid of 2 puppies at the moment. So.
Yeah. Okay.
What is happening?
We'll explain it all in just a moment. Do those dogs bite or anything?
No, they don't.
Okay. Get you to step back here to my car. Right back here. Yeah. I'm careful. There's an anthill right there. I'm gonna have her search you real quick. Okay. I don't have gloves on. We're executing a search warrant.
For what?
The detective will come over and talk to you in just a few minutes. Okay. And she'll explain it all. But I'm gonna have her search you real quick. Do you have anything on you that'll stick me, poke me, hurt me, anything like that?
Clear traffic and release EMS. 204.
What is happening?
Watch that anthill, so spread it right.
No, it's 10-8, 1033, station cleared at 1106.
What the is happening?
We're gonna explain it all. No, right here is fine. We'll probably take the cuffs off in a minute. So this is Detective Lynn. She's gonna explain to you what's going on. Okay.
Miss Fallon? Yeah? Do you mind if I call you Val or
Val's fine.
whatever you want to go by?
Yeah.
So I'm Detective Lynn. I'm with the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. So I'm going to explain why we're here and what's going on, okay? So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and explain we have a search warrant for your residence, okay?
Okay.
And I do have to read it and go over it, okay? The search warrant.
Okay.
Okay, to all singular and the Sheriff's Office of Santa Rosa County, Florida, and his duly sworn deputies with such lawful assistance as may be necessary from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
Can you speak up a little? Just a little bit.
That's okay. I know, we're kind of by it.
Yeah, it's kind of
the back of the vehicle.
But it's just loud.
That's fine. That's fine. Anyone just to all singular and the Sheriff's Office of the Santa Rosa County, Florida, and duly sworn deputies such as lawful assistance may be necessary from the FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and there is now certain evidence, fruits, or instrumentalities of the crime being kept in or on the below described premises and or the curtilage of the location located in Santa Rosa County, which is this address. And do you have any other questions regarding this? Okay. This is going to be your copy.
I know what's going to happen. I mean,
Huh?
what's going to happen then?
And that's what, if you don't mind, like I said, I'm the lead detective. Detective
I
Lynn.
need him home
If
on Wednesday at the same time. Like, I need to tell him to come check the dogs and do everything. Like, I don't know.
Okay, and what we'll do is I'll explain everything. So if you don't mind, if we can go and to the vehicle and I can explain everything and we can go over all of it, okay? What I have, if you're okay with that.
Okay. And we'll take the handcuffs off.
We'll take the handcuffs off right now. Huh?
There's a way to measure how serious a case is before anyone says a word. Read the warrant. Sheriff's Office, federal agents, state attorneys. Agencies don't stack names together over guesses. By the time those papers get read on a driveway, the evidence has usually already been verified. What's left is whether the person hearing it decides to cooperate or not.
I'm just going to explain to you, this is a non-custodial interview. You don't have to speak with me at any time. Do you understand that? You're free to leave this vehicle. It's not locked. You're free to leave. You don't have to speak with me. You understand that? At any point you want to get out and stop the interview, you can. So again, you're not detained at this point. You're free to leave. You understand that? Okay. So I'm going to explain pretty much why I'm here. Okay? But first, can I just get your information just so I can verify, you know, like your, just verify some things, okay?
Okay.
That's okay. Can you just state your name?
Ellen Ada Marie Herab.
Okay. I'm in the major crimes unit, just like this is Detective Brown. He's going to be in the back seat too, and listening and assisting with the interview. But what we do is we pretty much work any, like for me, he works nothing but ICAC, which is Internet Crimes Against Children. I work a lot of them along with other various crimes, okay, in the major crimes unit. But ICAC is Internet Crimes Against Children, and how it comes about us getting these is that in the U.S., any social media platform like Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, anything like that, right? They are federally mandated to report certain things, like such as if they come across anything deemed to be CSAM, which is also known as, right?
Yeah.
Once they, you know, deem something to be that, they send it to the National Center for Missing and NCMEC, which is a organization, it's a nonprofit organization out of West Virginia, which is also attached to the Department of Juvenile Justice. And so once they get it, they send it to the appropriate agency, right? So they get all of these cyber tips, is what we call them.
Under 18 U.S.C. Section 2258A, all major electronic service providers are federally mandated to report suspected child sexual abuse material to NCMEC without exception. NCMEC routes each tip to the appropriate ICAC task force based on account metadata and IP data, a pipeline operating entirely outside public view until a name enters it. The search warrant was issued to the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office in coordination with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, satisfying the Fourth Amendment's particularity requirement under Illinois v. Gates, 483 U.S. 213, 1983. Probable cause here rested on the cyber tip, preserved Snapchat account data, IP attribution, and a tattoo visible in recovered files matched to the subject's public social media, a corroboration chain courts have consistently upheld. Under Michigan v. Summers, 452 U.S. 692, 1981. Officers may detain occupants of a premises during lawful warrant execution for officer safety purposes. The brief handcuffing here falls squarely within that authority. Florida Statute, Section 9, 33.04 requires officers to announce purpose, produce the warrant, and provide a copy to the occupant. Reading the warrant aloud on camera reflects full procedural compliance and creates an unambiguous record. The handcuffs come off. The subject is placed in an unlocked patrol vehicle and told multiple times that she is free to leave, not detained, and has no obligation to speak. This is not Miranda. Miranda is not required here. Under Berkemer v. McCarty, 468 U.S. 420, 1984, Miranda warnings apply only to custodial interrogation. A non-custodial interview in an unlocked vehicle, with repeated freedom to leave advisements, falls outside that threshold entirely. What the advisement does establish is voluntariness under Schneckloth v. Bustamonte, 412 U.S. 218, 1973. The standard requiring courts to evaluate the totality of circumstances when assessing whether a statement was freely given. Every advisement delivered here free to leave. Unlocked door. No obligation strengthens the prosecution's argument that the subject's subsequent admissions were voluntary, knowing, and admissible. The subject's narrative follows a pattern. ICAC investigators document consistently passive receipt, immediate blocking, no intent. Each element is designed to negate the knowing possession element required under Florida Statute Section 847.001. That statute defines possession of child sexual abuse material as a third-degree felony per image or video, each file constituting a separate count. 26 felony counts here reflects the volume of material. Not a single incident. The Snapchat memories data is the evidentiary turning point. Saving to memories requires a deliberate, manual user action. It does not occur automatically. That single logged event on March 2nd, 2025, directly contradicts the passive receipt narrative the subject constructed under Riley v. California, 573 U.S. 373, 2014. Law enforcement must obtain a search warrant before accessing digital content. The warrant here specifically authorized seizure of electronics, satisfying Riley's requirement and preserving the memories data as admissible evidence. Florida Statute, Section 828.126, prohibits sexual conduct involving animals. Recording and possessing that conduct carries additional charges under Section 934.27, use of a communication device to facilitate a felony. These are separate counts from the child material charges. The bestiality videos were recovered from the same Snapchat account that generated the original cyber tip, meaning a single platform report produced evidence spanning two distinct categories of felony. Digital forensics rarely stays confined to one charge. The minimization technique employed here, no judgment, two sides to every story. Others have said the same is a lawful ICAC interview method. No false promises of leniency were made. No misrepresentations about the evidence were offered. Courts have consistently upheld statements obtained through minimization, absent those elements. The subject's shift from denial to justification, I think I have a problem. I've been thinking about therapy as legally significant. Justification presupposes occurrence. An innocent person insists the event did not happen. A guilty person explains why it did. Defense counsel will note this distinction.
Most people never realize there's an entire system running in the background until their name enters it. Major platforms are required to report flagged material to a national clearinghouse where investigators trace it back through account data and metadata users rarely think about. By the time someone is sitting in the back of a patrol car, investigators usually already know exactly what they're looking at. The interview isn't about finding the evidence, it's about hearing the explanation.
And once they get them, they, again, send it to the appropriate agency. That's how we get them.
Yeah.
Right? So, once we get these cyber tips, we view the cyber tip, and if we confirm it to be CSAM or then we work it appropriately, correct? We investigate it.
Yeah.
So in this case, we got a cyber tip from Snapchat where an account was in possession of...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you know anything what I'm talking about right now?
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind telling me?
So I found this website, and you start talking to those people, and then I just ended up blocking them because I was like, that's too much. I don't want to see that. I don't want to watch that. So I was like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. So I started blocking these people, and then I just haven't touched it since then. I mean, I haven't stopped. And then they'd go and make a new account, and they'd do it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop texting me, stop calling me, stop doing all that. It got too much. And I was like, I'm just staying off that website. So I just haven't touched any of that since.
Which website was that?
It was called Luxure.
Luxure?
Luxure.
U-R-E?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Luxure TV. Or it's just Luxure, but it's one of them. And it's literally just a website that I found randomly searching one day, and I was like, well, some of this is kind of hot, but some of it's like a little too much, and I was like, I don't know about it, so I just never stopped.
What would you say was on the website? Like, what do
Like,
people
it's
go
just on there.
So
It's just, and it was a free one, so I was like, since Pornhub got shut down, I was like bored.
were
Just
they
exploring on it.
okay? And you said they were sending. Who was sending you?
I don't know.
things?
These are like random people that you can talk to off of there, but they have different account names, so I don't know exactly like who it was.
when
Her
they
name, like I don't know their name. Park.
Okay.
They're random to me. I don't know.
Okay. And when they sent these to you, what did you do at that point?
Blocked them. I immediately blocked them because I was like, I don't want to see this type of stuff.
Okay. So I know you said that they would just send it randomly. Did you ever ask for any of these?
No.
Did you? Okay.
Did you ever entice in any way?
No.
And I kind of want to preface something as well before we get too deep into this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I genuinely, as well as Detective Lynn, like, we genuinely care about what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there are two sides to every story, and now is your chance to tell that side of the story. This is all I work, our internet crimes against children cases. I've interviewed hundreds of people in the same seat that you're sitting in now. So I've heard everything in the book, from addiction that went south, and then before I realized that I had a problem, and I was into some, and I know it's a problem, and I've tried stopping to, I like, it's just what I like, I'm ashamed of it, but it's my sexual preference, to all sorts of stuff. So, you know, now is your only time to kind of establish the narrative that you want to write. The good thing about our job is we really don't need anything from you. We have all of the, you know, computer evidence doesn't lie. IP addresses don't lie. None of that lies, but we care about what you have to say, which is why we're sitting here talking to you in a nonchalant way. So definitely don't try to fool us or lie to us in any way, because we know the truth. Definitely just make this as a time when you can kind of finally get your chest and kind of tell the truth of kind of what's been happening in your life.
I don't have a reason to lie. I think it went south because, like...
Okay.
Fine.
I received in the cyber tip was a photo of a female between the age of 4 months to 6 months, probably, approximate, right? She's wearing a onesie and had it was pulled up to where exposing her area in her stomach. And there was what appeared to be on her stomach. Do you know where you got that photo?
I honestly don't. I don't
shared on your
remember. I'm
memories.
gonna be real. I smoke, so I don't remember.
What do you smoke?
What do you?
I've had anxiety since my accident last April, so it helps me sleep, it helps me not have nightmares anymore.
So when Snapchat captures this information and sends it to the National Center for Missing, I mean, they send everything. So Snapchat even reports that on March 2nd, 2025, you saved this file to your memories. So I know earlier you talked a little bit about, you know, people would just randomly send you this stuff, you delete it and you block them, but why is it showing that you saved this file to your memories on Snapchat on March 2nd, 2025? Like, help.
Like, I've been thinking about therapy for a while. I'm just
You say you have
scared
like
to go.
like deviant addiction, where you just...
No, I think it was just like I said, like, I think I was just browsing one day and I found it and I was like, I don't know. Like, so...
Okay, and look, you're not going to get any judgment from me.
No, I mean,
You know,
like,
you know, now let me ask you this, and this next part is okay to say yes to, okay? I want you to understand that it is okay to say yes to. Did you ever find yourself to any of these images like this?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Any questions for us?
Yeah, what's gonna happen next?
So what's going to happen is that we are going to seize all the electronics.
Okay.
Like I said, that's in our search warrant. That's what we do. Our forensic unit is going to analyze it, and if nothing is found on any of your devices, then okay. And if that video is on there, then again, you know, that is a charge for possession of bestiality. And also making it can be a charge too. So making it is a charge too. So, but again, if it's in your possession or if it's on there, then you know that's something that we'll have to come.
Right. And even if it's not on there, you're still going to be charged with
correct.
Partaking of bestiality.
Correct.
And this is the part people outside these cases struggle to understand. The partner, roommate, or family member who says they never knew. Most of the time, that isn't an act. Behavior like this survives in private spaces, locked phones, late hours, hidden accounts. The people closest often don't see it because trust is exactly what allows it to stay hidden in the first place.
But before we get started, do you know why we're here today at all?
I have no idea.
Okay. Do you mind? So you don't have to speak with me. You can get out at any time. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Like, you're free to leave.
Okay.
But I do want to preface, and we don't have any reason to believe you're in trouble or anything like that.
Okay.
Right.
We're not here for you, so I just wanted to preface that.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to talk to you, kind of fill you in on some things.
Okay.
So, do you mind if I just get your information just so I can verify who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
It's
Casey, C-A-S-E-Y,
Okay.
S-A-P-P.
Okay. So, again, you know, I can't really, you know, sugarcoat this, but the Snapchat account, or one of her Snapchat accounts, was in possession of, right? So that's why we are here. Didn't social media search warrants and came to the conclusion that it was her Snapchat account, okay? And while investigating and going through the search warrant, there were videos as well. Videos. Are you aware of any of those?
No.
Okay. Do you know of anything to do with your dogs?
No.
With your dogs? Anything
No.
like that? Okay. So there were some videos of her with the dogs. You're saying you're not aware of any of those?
No.
Okay.
No.
And by videos, I mean she is talking about the dogs having with your girlfriend. Is it girlfriend, fiance, wife?
Fiance, wife?
Fiance.
Fiance? Okay.
It was the video of the dogs
Having.
Okay.
So you're not aware of any of that? And I'm not saying you were. I just want to know
Yeah.
what, you know, because I truly want to.
Yeah, no.
Because if you're aware of it, okay. If you weren't aware of it, okay. I just want to know,
Yeah.
right?
No, I have no idea.
How does that make you feel?
Conflicted.
Okay.
And confused.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Do you know why she would be having with your dogs?
No. Not at all. That is odd. Incredibly odd.
So again, we're gonna seize the electronics, and then once we're done with, you know, here, we can go back in the residence. Just so, right now, we're executing the resident or the search warrant on the residence, okay, in the camper. And but if you want to hang out, do you have any questions for him? Do you want to hang out over there, wherever? Just we can't go inside. All we're asking is you just can't go inside the camper right now while we're executing it, okay?
Okay.
But we'll be here and we'll talk to you before we leave.
Do you have any questions for us?
No.
Investigators stated that even without additional device forensics, charges would proceed based on the Snapchat warrant return alone. This is accurate. Cloud-based evidence preserved under a valid search warrant is independently admissible under federal digital evidence standards. Physical devices are corroboration, not a prerequisite. The county simultaneously filed a civil petition to remove all animals from the property, a parallel proceeding entirely separate from the criminal case. Animal welfare proceedings operate under civil standards and do not require a criminal conviction to proceed. Detective Land receives an A. The warrant execution was procedurally exact. The non-custodial advisement was delivered clearly and repeatedly. Evidence was introduced at the precise moment the subject's narrative became untenable, maximizing the legal value of the response. No deception. No coercion. Full constitutional compliance. Detective Brown receives an A-. The minimization framing was lawful and effective. One phrasing during the solicitation inquiry, "It is okay to say yes to trends toward leading," and a more neutral construction would have been tactically cleaner. The primary subject receives a D. She was told she could leave. She did not leave. She provided a voluntary narrative that progressively collapsed under documented digital evidence. The Fifth Amendment right to silence existed throughout this interview. It was never invoked. The fiancé receives a B. He remained calm, did not self-incriminate, and provided a credible response consistent with a person learning of a partner's conduct for the first time. His investigative status was explicitly noted as unresolved at time of recording. That grade is subject to revision. The Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office receives an A-. 5 months of pre-warrant investigation, multi-agency coordination with FDLE, procedurally sound execution, parallel civil action filed, minor deduction for the absence of visible coordination with a Children's Advocacy Center for the identified infant victim. 3 lessons emerge from this case. First, digital platforms do not require a complaint to report. Automated hash matching systems identify flagged content without any human tip. The user does not know the report has been made until officers arrive. Second, saving, favoriting, or archiving material even once creates a logged event that destroys any unknowing receipt defense. Possession under Florida law does not require downloading to a device. Cloud storage is possession. Third, a non-custodial interview is not a safe conversation. The absence of Miranda does not mean the absence of consequences. Every voluntary statement made in that vehicle became part of a 26-count felony record. Silence is a right. It was available. It was not used. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.